Hi, everyone. It's Miss Sharon here from Newcastle Public Library, and welcome you to today's Imagine Their Story. So let me see if I can get the song queued up here, if you can hear it. This is one of my... Because I feel so well. It's Sing Along with Ella Fitzgerald. She is one of my favorite vocal artists. I just love her voice. Give a listen. So, some of the books that we have about Ella Fitzgerald are longer bites. So the first one that I'm going to read excerpts from is Ella Fitzgerald, The Tale of a Vocal Virtuosa. And this is written by the wonderful Andrea Davis Pinkney and illustrated by her husband, Brian Pinkney. And this husband and wife duo are so incredibly talented and creative, and I hope you enjoy these words and these illustrations. Even though I'm not going to read you the whole thing, I'm going to flip through and show you this book, because this is a wonderful one to check out at the library or to purchase for your collection if you love music and jazz artists. Ella Fitzgerald, she is one to know. So Ella Fitzgerald, The Tale of a Vocal Virtuosa. And this is divided into different tracks. And track 1 is Hoofin' in Harlem. Track 2 is Jammin' at Yale. Track 3 is Stompin' at the Savoy. And track 4 is Carnegie Hall Scat. And we have a little scat cat here who is the introduction of this book, and you may think I look like any other cat, but baby, I'm in a class all by myself. Scat Cat's my name, Scat Cat Monroe, a name I've learned. I got my name from knowing Ella Fitzgerald, the Queen of Scat. What's scat, you ask? Scat's the sound that don't hold back. Ella's sound, that was scat, singing so supreme, music's velvet ribbon dream. Let me tell you Ella's story, 'cause you see, I was there from the get-go. I saw it all, me, Scat Cat Monroe. I watched Ella go from a small town girl to the first lady of song, to a vocal virtuosa, bar none. So sit back, listen up, here's your 4 tracks, cut to cut. Here's how Ella got her sound, got her silken silver style, got her Lady Ella Scat. So here's part of Hoofin' in Harlem. Hoofin' is another term for dancing. So Ella got her start on the streets dancing. The child's name was Ella. She was a big-boned girl with dreams of becoming a dancer, but there weren't many dance schools in Yonkers, New York, the little city where Ella Fitzgerald and her mother Tempe lived. Ella had her heart set on pretty stepping her way to fame, and she didn't need a dance school to do it. She taught herself to tap dance. Determination was her teacher. The sidewalk was her stage. Imagination was her spotlight. In time, Ella and her friends took to performing on street corners. When Ella's neighbors saw her go, they told Ella to strut her shuffle in Harlem, to take her hoof into New York, the big city, where dreams really do come true. There's Ella and her friends, dancing on street corners. Oh, did you see? I don't know. Did you see Scat Cat Monroe? There he is. So we'll read a bit of Jammin' at Yale. And there is Chick Webb. He was the leader of the Chick Webb Big Band. At the Cotton Club, they performed, which was a great club in Harlem. I would love to see that club. Soon, Ella had audiences eaten out of her hand. She went on to win talent showcases all over Harlem. In 1935, the Harlem Opera House signed her as a featured singer. One night, Bardu Ali, the master of ceremonies for Chick Webb Orchestra, saw Ella perform. That's when Bardot, I don't know if it's Bardot or Bardot, I think it's Bardot, knew that Chick needed Ella and that Ella needed Chick, that the two of them could make beautiful music together. But you see, Chick was a finicky bird, easy to ruffle, hard to please, a perfectionist. He was a jazz drummer who liked his music hot. Swing music was Chick's style. Cut the rug rhythms that put the pulse on a party. He believed folks came to hear the instruments in his band, not some singer. Besides, he already had a singer for his orchestra, a guy named Charlie Linton. What Chick didn't know was that Ella's voice was its own instrument. When Bardo took Ella to meet Chick, Chick agreed to give Ella a chance. He told her she could sing with his orchestra at a college dance the next night at Yale University, the Ivy League, where getting loose don't always come easy. Chick told Ella that if she could work that college crowd, she could join his band. So Ella went to Yale with a purpose, and man, once Ella started to sing, she had those Yaleys jamming. That night, Chick welcomed Ella into his band. He took her under his wing, and the two of them flew to the Savoy Ballroom, the hippest dance spot in Harlem. Those lovely images. I'll tell you, Brian Pinkney, I love all of his books. And there they are, stomping at the Savoy. Dancing. Can you imagine the fun everybody had dancing? And there's Scat Cat and Ella singing. But all good things have to come to an end. So they called it chemistry. Some called it musical magic. And then on May 11th, 1937, the Chick Webb Orchestra took on the Benny Goodman Orchestra in Savoy's Battle of the Bands. These contests were a Savoy tradition, and child, they were fierce. One band tried to outplay the other till the crowd, with their applause, named a winner. Benny Goodman was called King of Swing. He played the clarinet, but King Benny didn't have Ella, who would someday be known as the queen of her craft. And he didn't have Chick Webb, a royal percussionist. Benny set the contest in motion. His band started with a song called Peckin'. They made the place swing, no doubt. Then Chick's band took their turn. Chick's drum solos were slamming. They backed up Ella's vocals, which gave new meaning to the word divine. The contest, so there's the King of Swing. See, there's Benny Goodman. The contest was close from the get-go. Those musicians put fever to the room. They had me sweating the sheen off my fur and scuffing my wingtip shoes. When Chick's band played Harlem Congo, the crowd got hotter than bootleg Tabasco. That's because Ella set Harlem Congo on fire. Her voice was quick-fired rhythm with a brassy satin twist. She sang like tomorrow wasn't ever going to come. 4,000 people filled the Savoy Ballroom that night. The contest lasted 5 hours. And when it was done, everyone knew who was boss. I think that was Chick's orchestra with Ella Fitzgerald in the front. Can you imagine 5 hours of music? How awesome would that be? So there she is, Carnegie Hall Scat. Ella's singing with Scat Cat Monroe. A tisket, a tasket, green and yellow basket. So Ella didn't shy away from any kind of music. When bebop became hotter than swing, jazz and music lovers turned to Bird and Dizzy. Ella took her place on the bebop bandwagon. Bebop was jazz on the wild side. It was syncopation, locomotion, fast smack sound done low down. It was slam bamming on the flitter tip. It was ham hock jabber fever pitch. Dizzy Gillespie. And then Ella went on Dizzy's ride. There they are. He was an awesome trumpet player. And Ella's singing fast to Dizzy's rhythm. But Ella soon had fans who loved all kinds of music. They came to call Ella by many names: the Queen of Scat, the First Lady of Song, a Vocal Virtuosa. Now, I'm the keeper of Ella's flame, the teller of her tale, the Scat Cat. So kid, don't be fooled by phony felines. A cat by any other name ain't the same. Take it from me, Scat Cat Monroe, I was there. I was there with Ella from the get-go. Andrea Davis Pinckney, Brian Pinckney, Ella Fitzgerald. The Tale of a Vocal Virtuosa. Love this book. If you want to learn more about Ella Fitzgerald, this is a biography of her. There's some great photographs in here. And this is by Bud Clement. And like I said, this is a bit larger bite. If you want to know more, have a more complete biography of the First Lady of Song, the Queen of Swing, a Vocal Virtuosa, with all her versatile talent, Ella Fitzgerald. And there. Male equivalent, there's Frank Sinatra. And they perform together sometimes. If you check out YouTube, you can hear Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, Ella Fitzgerald, some of them performing together. This is Hella Hancock's Ella, the Queen of Jazz. Ella Fitzgerald loved to sing, and she sang good. So this is about a friendship between Ella Fitzgerald and Marilyn Monroe. And it's a bit of a different illustrative style here than Brian Pinckney's. But if you're interested and want to learn more, certainly one to pick up. And then Ella Fitzgerald, this is by Roxanne Ordill. Skit Scat, Raggedy Cat, Ella Fitzgerald. And that's a take that she skit-scatted. And she had a very humble upbringing. And it tells a little bit about her earliest days. You know, that her mom worked as a laundress and Ella had to work from the time she was small. And so dancing and singing on street corners was a way she could earn a little extra money to bring home. And then just talks about her meeting Chick Webb and singing in contests. And Sean Qualls did the illustrations in this one. And, you know, again, it shows Savoy with Chick Webb. So, Skit Scat, Raggedy Cat, Ella Fitzgerald. And remember, I told you about some of the other jazz artists, that this is the First Lady of Jazz in this Oxford Profiles of Jazz Makers, Vanguards of Sound. So if you want to read more about Chick Webb or Benny Goodman or Dizzy Gillespie or any of the other wonderful jazz artists, there are so many of them out there in the past and in the future and making great music today. So jazz makers, check this one out. And so my friends, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday and enjoy. Listen to some music Check it out on YouTube. To be loved, this can't be love. So, have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you next time. Come on down to the library. Read more books. Bye-bye.